This is an example of a traditional tripod headstand where you raise the legs tucked. And that's exactly how I recommend everyone learns the tripod headstand. But in this video, we're going to look at an advanced variation where your legs are straight and you press to headstand like this. This is just one of the many baby steps for bringing your inversion practice to the next level. First, we're going to look at the prerequisites for this move. Alright, so I'm assuming if you're watching this video that you know how to do the frog stand. Frog stand is entry-level hand balancing and the first step to the handstand. I have an entire tutorial on it if you haven't checked that out already. Now I'm also assuming that you can do the traditional tripod headstand where you raise your legs tucked. If not, I have a whole tutorial on that as well, so check that out. I recommend that you can hold a headstand for at least a solid 20 to 30 seconds before you start learning the move that I'm about to show you in this video. And the move I'm going to be showing you is called the headstand press or press to headstand, where you essentially start in a pike and raise your legs straight into a headstand. It puts a lot of emphasis on your lower back and glutes to raise your legs up. And one other great benefit to this is that it will translate to the handstand press for your lower body and core later on. Okay, let's look at the steps to execute this move and then we'll look at progressions. So first, you're going to get into a frog stand, which is what you would normally do for a tripod headstand. And then you're going to place the top of your head on the floor, also like you normally would. But here's where it's different. You're going to extend the legs one at a time so your toes are touching the floor. And notice here that my hips are not perfectly stacked over my shoulders, they're at an angle. That actually poses a problem for raising the legs straight, so I'm going to show you how to correct that and move the hips back so you can vertically align the shoulders and hips. So what you do is you press hard into the floor with your hands and your shoulders, and you concentrate on moving those hips back. And as you do that, as your hips slowly move backwards, and I'm actually running this in slow motion, you can see the toes naturally come off the ground, and then once you reach that point that your hips and shoulders are vertically aligned, stacked right above one another like this, that's when you can just engage the lower back and butt muscles, the glutes, to finish raising those legs straight up. So when you first start out, it's going to feel impossible to move those hips back and raise the legs. So what I want you to do is start off by getting into a traditional tripod headstand, raise the legs tucked like you already can do, and then I want you to lower the legs, the straight legs, in what I call a press headstand negative until you can't go any further, and then tuck them in like that. What you want to do is concentrate on repeating this for reps and doing it as slowly as possible. Alright, here you can see I'm going back up into the tripod headstand with a tuck. My legs are straight and I'm lowering as slow as I can. Look how slow I go. And notice that I'm going to go a little lower this time, a little lower than I did before. The lower you can go, the better before you tuck and come out of it. As you work on those negatives to build strength, I also want you to work on what I call partial reps. So go into the headstand with a tuck, and then keep the legs straight, come down part of the way, and then go back up. And what this is going to do is allow you to work on the concentric part of the movement, which is the raising, the raising of the legs using your lower back muscles and glutes. As you work on these, concentrate on going lower and lower as you practice. So at first you might just go 30 degrees, and then you'll find you can go 45 degrees, and then even closer to 90. As you approach 90 degrees, you're going to realize that you've developed quite a bit of strength in your lower back and glutes, and you also understand the movement that your hips go through to raise those legs straight up like that. And as you build the strength, I want you to also concentrate on doing a full negative, which is where I'm about to do it here. So you're going to start off in a straight headstand, and I want you to lower down, legs straight, and then try to bring them all the way down so that your toes come down to the floor. Once you can do a full negative and the partial reps, it's time to connect the dots. So start off in a pike, lower down so your head's on the floor, keep pushing forward with the toes, hands, and shoulders to move those hips back, and then right there you're stacked, and now it's just in the lower back and glutes to raise those legs. And that is the headstand press in a nutshell. Alright, what I recommend is every time you work on this, record yourself. Set up your phone to video yourself as you do this so that you can watch your form closely and improve. Also, don't forget to have fun with it, alright? Here I am with my socks on hardwood floors and I'm sliding into my headstand press, which is something I just started working on recently. So always try new things, have fun, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel minus the gym. The button is on the screen. Alright, I'm all about bodyweight fitness, calisthenics, and wholesome nutrition. Alright, good luck and I'll talk to you later.